Welcome to the Doubles Only Tennis Podcast, where you learn the best doubles strategies to improve your game and win more matches. I'm your host, Will Bocek. This podcast, my website, and my weekly newsletter all focus on the goal of better understanding the sport of doubles and helping players like you improve faster through actionable advice that you can use in your very next match. My goal is to provide the best doubles strategy resources in the world. And to do that, I study, analyze, and work with players at every level of the game, all the way up to the ATP and WTA tours. If you enjoy this podcast, I've created doubles strategy products that go even deeper if you want to take your doubles knowledge to the next level. At the end of this episode, I'll explain more about them, or if you want to learn more now, go to thetennistribe.com/products. Here's today's episode. Over the next several episodes, you'll be hearing interviews from the 2025 Dallas Open. I was at the tournament all week last week with Tennis Tribe writer Hanlon Walsh, and we interviewed a lot of the doubles players there in Dallas, including the eventual champions, Christian Harrison and Evan King, and that is who you're about to hear from. So I caught up with them after their first round win over the 2 seeds, as well as their semifinal win over the 3 seeds. And Christian and Evan actually won 6 matches in Dallas because ATP 500s have 2 qualifying rounds. So they had to go through 2 qualifying rounds and then 4 main draw matches. They did not drop a single set. In fact, it wasn't until the finals that they even played a tiebreaker, which they won 7-6, 7-6. So in these 2 interviews, they talk a little bit about what was working so well for them in Dallas. They talk about team chemistry, how they're good friends off the court and how that helps them on the court. We also talk a little bit about strategy, especially the 2-back return formation, which I found they executed really, really well all week. They were able to move forward at the right moments where with a lot of teams that I see play 2-back, they tend to stay back at the baseline and they don't take opportunities to get forward. But Christian and Evan did a great job of that. So you'll get to know these 2 players. They're at career high rankings of 55 and 54 in the world. And I think they're going to continue to climb the rankings throughout the year because they're playing a very, very high level of doubles. So again, you're going to hear 2 separate post-match interviews here. I'll chime in between so that you know when we're transitioning from one to the next. But without further delay, enjoy this first post-match interview after their first round win over the 2 seeds from Christian Harrison and Evan King. So y'all just won technically your 3rd match here in Dallas. Do you feel like getting through qualifying helped in this first round since they hadn't played an actual match yet?
Yeah, I think it 100% helped. It's one of those dangerous things where obviously we wish we would have been in main draw automatically, but having had those 2 matches, getting some points, getting the competitive repetitions has been great for us, and we were able to come out pretty hot out here today, I think.
What'd you make of the match today? Y'all were kind of even in the first set, then you got a break late, and then down a break in the second set to come back. What were your thoughts about kind of the ebbs and flows of it?
We were doing a good job taking care of our serves, and then the few looks we had early, they came up with some stuff, so we didn't get a break early, but we felt like we had chances, and then we felt a little confident because we held serve in some tight spots, and then we kind of made the adjustments to not keep getting in those spots. And then I just felt like as we started playing the match, we just both started working with each other's games a lot better. We're starting to play a lot more, Evan and I, so I think every match is just really fun and exciting for us because we're having a good time and we're just excited to be playing together, and sharing victories together like this is really special. Evan's a good friend, and it really means a lot to both of us right now.
Awesome. So y'all are the first players that I've talked to. I haven't heard anything about the courts yet. How do you feel like the courts play? How do you feel like it suits your game?
I mean, shoot, we've won 3 matches, man. I got
So you like them?
I love them, man. Like, I think overall the event's pretty sweet. Like, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm from Chicago. I'm a Bears fan.
Okay.
But, like, just being like in this facility, seeing like,
Yeah.
their practice facility and how they've been able to like done up the stadium. It feels like a decent amount of people are coming out watching the matches, and it's what, Tuesday? I don't even know.
Tuesday,
It's
yeah.
like Tuesday midday. Like,
Yeah.
There's still a decent amount of people out here. I think it's pretty sweet. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the tennis, man.
The facility's first class in the event. Yeah, by far one of the better events I've played. It's like, yeah, I've had a good time here.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about the partnership. I know this is y'all's 3rd tournament this year, I believe. Third or fourth.
Fifth overall, which is crazy
Okay.
because I've known him pretty much my whole life, and we've never been able to play together. But I've been pushing for it for a little bit, and finally broke him down. And then, but yes, we're excited to play.
No, I think it's great for us. Like, it's a mutual respect. I think he's a hell of a player. Like, I think he respects my game as well. And then we played 2 tournaments at the end of last year. We got to the finals with one, and we won one. So it kind of clicked like easy. And yeah, like you said, it's great playing with a good friend. It's kind of relaxing, and then the tennis is taking care of itself a little bit.
Awesome. Is it something that y'all have like kind of a set schedule for the rest of the year? You're just going to kind of see how it goes. Obviously, strung together some wins now here in Dallas.
I would say we definitely have our goals that we would like to go as a team. You know, we're set for the foreseeable future for the next little string of tournaments, and then we started playing together with the idea that we're ranked pretty much in the same spots, and that we felt like we were both backed each other's games, and we wanted to work hard to try to move up the rankings together. So we kind of set out with that plan, and but right now we're going step by step together.
Awesome. Any plans for? I assume tomorrow will be an off day for y'all.
I think so.
Any plans for the off day?
Relax, hit a couple balls, maybe watch a little bit of tennis. But yeah, just let the body and the mind recover, and then lock back in for whoever we play the next day.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So next you'll hear the interview after their semifinal win over the 3 seeds to reach the ATP 500 Dallas final. All right, guys. So y'all are into the Dallas Open final. Before I get into details about the match, just how are y'all feeling? This is the biggest result of your careers. New high rankings probably after this week. How are y'all feeling?
Feeling excited, excited for tomorrow, but mainly just because I feel like we're building a lot of confidence together as a team. And so it's going to be an exciting match tomorrow, and I'm happy that we're going to get to play and enjoy a good final.
And the same exact thing. I'm pumped up. I mean, this guy's been to tour final before. I've never been to a tour final, so this is going to be a fun experience for me. Again, happy to share that with Christian, having a good time out there. And yeah, I'm pumped up, man.
So we were just talking about the results this week. Y'all have not dropped a set. You haven't even gone to a tiebreaker, which I was talking with somebody the other day about just how small the margins are in ATP doubles. So to be able to do that is super impressive. What do you feel like specifically is working so well this week? And I know you had to go through qualifying as well, so you're through 5 matches without dropping a set, so really impressive.
I just feel like we understand each other's games really well, especially the more we're getting to play together, and then especially the communication with I feel like we're making just the adjustments sometimes mid-match a little bit sooner rather than waiting a couple games to like talk about it, which sometimes if you're not familiar with your partner in doubles, you're not like comfortable speaking those things, and then I feel like we're comfortable telling each other no, we don't like something, or yes, we like something. It's just communication to make little adjustments when we need.
Can you share an example?
There's not too many examples I would say like want to just share, but it could just be like simple, like, hey, you're using this too much, or use this shot more. This is, hey, I like this. This is, if I'm playing you, I don't want you to do this. But let's try to implement that, and vice versa. But yeah.
Talk a little bit about the 2-back formation when you're returning. Y'all are using a lot of that this week. Is that something that you make adjustments based on like the court surface or the opponent? How do you decide when you're going to do that, and what are some of the benefits of doing that?
I think in general that's a very big benefit of us two as a partnership. Like, we both have pretty good ground strokes. We both come from playing a lot of singles type background, so I think we have the versatility on if we can hit a pretty good return Like, I mean, as you know, in doubles, like, dudes are just like, boom, boom, and then, like, the point's kind of over. He's a phenomenal athlete. I'm an okay athlete. We can, like, figure out how to get probably a couple more shots back.
Especially against two good volleys like that.
Yeah, like, if we give them a target, they're just like, boom, hit you in the feet. He got hit, I think, twice today.
Yeah.
Like, gives them kind of a target. And then if not, like, there's not a weak spot on our ground strokes where they can kind of go to, and then we just back ourselves in honestly in a 2-up versus 2-back type situation. So, yeah, I mean, I have no idea what tomorrow's going to look like. Maybe we play 1-up, 1-back all the time. Maybe we play 2-back all the time. But that's just, like, the benefit of having a person who can play the net, the baseline, all that kind of stuff.
You hit a massive return. I think in the second set, you guys were up 4-2. It was a deuce point, and you just ripped a forehand. What do you tell yourself on those kind of those deciding points before the return?
It's just be aggressive and play to win. Like, I'm gonna have to go to sleep tonight, win or lose, and I don't want to go to sleep being like, man, I didn't fully trust myself, or I didn't go after this moment, or something like that. So I would just like see ball, hit ball. Like, it's very simple, but it's just, I don't know. If I would have hit that into this like fence, I could have laughed it off and be like, wow, I was aggressive. I have the good mentality, like that kind of thing. So that was kind of my mindset on it in general.
What about from a scheduling standpoint? You guys are right around, hovering around the top 60 now. How does that impact your schedule for the next couple weeks and which tournaments you're able to play?
I think it'll impact it going forward, but I think it's something that we've been striving for. So I think it's something that it'll give us more confidence. We'll probably sit down and look at it after the tournament, but my goal, and I think our goal as a team, is to try to get into the tournaments, bigger tournaments together. We've both been playing doubles a little bit. When you're mixing and matching, trying to get in tournaments, sometimes it's difficult to get that chemistry. But honestly, I haven't really looked at it like the exact rankings, but you do know in your mind that you're getting points and that it's going to free you up to start getting into more tournaments, which honestly that takes a big like stress load off of yourself that hopefully gives you the confidence to keep doing what you're doing.
I got one more question for you. So the crowd was really good in this match. Probably maybe the best all week that y'all have played in front of. Talk a little bit about that, and then also what can we do to get more crowds like that for the doubles courts?
That's a loaded question.
Can I say? Yeah, I was going to say, I personally, it's like, you're here, you meet a lot of people just when you're walking around. Most recreational people, they play doubles. That's what they play more of. I just think it's just if they see it and understand the players and get familiar with it, people will come out and watch. And sometimes it's marketing, but then sometimes it's just the scheduling the matches that they kind of know, hey, like, this is supposed to be a good match. So then if people already go in thinking that, then they watch with more intent, as opposed to like, hey, this is just kind of like a match just to fill the time that they don't really. Yeah, but it's like, for me, I'm like, if you can get pickleball like to be watching and people into it as much as they can because of how they promote it, because people play it. So many people play it, and it's so much fun. And more players are like more of the older adults, which is the tennis community. They're all older, they're playing doubles. They're not playing 2 out of 3 singles, So then I think it's just a promotion to some degree, but that's something that I think everybody's trying to work hard on, and nobody really has the right answers. But yeah, it's something that hopefully people enjoy, and
yeah. I mean, it certainly worked out today. Like, that crowd was.
That was a lot of fun.
They were loving the points, and it was a good-sized crowd. So.
Yeah. No, it was awesome today.
Awesome.
Thank
All right.
you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks,
having
y'all.
me again. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you, guys.
Good luck tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Doubles Only podcast. If you're interested in diving deeper into any topics I discuss, I've created doubles strategy products that allow me to bring you more podcasts and other doubles content without relying on paid ads. I have ebooks and courses that help you make better strategic decisions during matches and become the smartest player on the court. Go to thetennistribe.com/products to learn more. You can also join my free weekly doubles strategy newsletter that includes video lessons and more on our homepage. If you want to connect, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or email me directly, will@thetennistribe.com.